Hello, everyone. We are back with another episode of the Abyss Walker series. As you can see, I have updated our net worth. After everything got updated, the next day I found out that I was worth about 18 million credits, so we've gone up a little bit. And you can see I've added two new skills, skilling into the destroyer and skilling into the cruiser. Obviously, I talked about clearing all of the sites with the destroyer and the cruiser, so I figured we should get those skills and just make them objectives. And when I say skill into them, I don't mean, hey, train level 1 and then you can sit in the ship and that's skilled. No, I mean, get the skills required, I think, to fly it competently, obviously not perfectly, but that is the plan. So I've added those two. There's still a few opens, and I'm still up for suggestions when it comes to whether or not we should include the Raging, Chaotic, and Cataclysmic in this series or push it off later on down the road. So feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. But without much more ado, let us get into the rest of the episode. So I've given it some thought, and I'm pretty sure where I want to go with this episode as far as getting the ship ready for more runs and doing those runs more efficiently. We have 5 million-ish ISK in the bank, and it looks like we have about 8 million ISK or so worth of resources. I know I've said I want to hold on to these, and I do plan on holding on to these for as long as I can. I may need to sell some of them in the short term to speed up and to progress my account a little bit faster. So we may play around with that idea, but for now I have 5 million ISK that I need to do, that I can spend, and I have some firestorms that I want to run. First things first, I want to get more of these. Let's get up to 15. How many do I have? 4. So let's buy 11. I don't care that it's overpriced. It's still cheap. Look, run firestorms. They're 27,000 ISK. And if you go to any of the others, well, darks. If you want to run darks, you can run darks, but I have difficulties with range and this turrets. If you're using a missile ship, by all means run darks. Look, 200,000 ISK per run, 130,000 ISK per run, and these are 35,000. So gammas might be a good idea too, but I like running firestorms. They work good for me, and I only bought 10. Oh, there it is. They work good for me, so it's what I'm going to use. So there we go. I got my 15. So now I have 4.6 million to play around with. One of the biggest issues I've run into is I want to put this abyssal armor repair onto my ship. But you'll notice
insufficient power.
I get an insufficient power reading. I am short by like almost 3.3 of a power grid. If we simulate it, yeah, I'm short by 0.3. And that's after having that power grid implant. And I don't want to buy a bigger one. What I want to do is I want to train skills that's going to allow me to fit this without having to do anything else. So if I go over to my skills page, I can look at engineering, and there's this thing called advanced weapon upgrades, and it reduces the power needs of weapon turrets and launchers by 2% per level. And this is a skill that's going to be good no matter what ship I'm flying. So I am going to use some of my million skill points on this. But you can see that I need some required skills, which is going to take 3 days time. So let's see what I need. I need to get weapon upgrades 4. So I'm going to go ahead and apply skill points to it. 74,510.
Skill training completed.
And then I'm going to buy and train this skill. 1.3 million, worth it to me. And now I can start training this. And I'm going to add it. Let's see. Let's just skill straight into, let's apply the skill points. 1,500. and it frees up a whole power grid point. So I can just slap that thing on there just at level 1. I think that's well worth it. Obviously, I have enough power grid now. I don't need to rush to get the rest of these done. So I'm just going to throw it to the bottom of the list, get a 12-hour 2-day queue, and I can forget about it. I'm trading some skills to make me a little bit faster too in the Abyss. So bam, I have just made the ship better because I can tank more than I used to be able to. So I may just be able to run this one, and I may find that only running this Abyssal Armor Repair, I don't need this second one, and I can do something new with it. But let's not get too crazy just yet. So that's the first upgrade that I've decided to do. I also want to upgrade these to Meta 4. You can see that the anode particle stream, if I go to variations and compare it, there's a better one, the Meta 4 one, which is right here. And we can look at the meta levels. The level 4 one, it costs 1.4 million each. So let's look at the market details for that. It's actually more when you're trying to go buy it. So 4 of these would be 7 million ISK, and I only have 3.3. So it looks like that is out of the realm of what I'm going to do this episode. It's probably going to be an upgrade for next episode, but this is the reason why I want it. It has better range and better damage. So I'm not going to change anything except removing the anode particle streams. I'm going to unfit these, and I'm going to simulate fitting these with Imperial Navy multi-frequency, and I get 138 DPS out of that. 138 compared to, well, 138, and I get more range out of it compared to 133. So it's not a huge difference, but it does make a difference. Mostly where I'm going to see it is that range, that fall off range. I also get even more range when it comes to the standard. So that's probably going to be the next upgrade, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to lose this ship. So let's run it. Let's take this ship into some more abyssal sites, and you've already seen the joys of how to run some of these sites. So I'm probably just going to do a little clip montage of the next 5 sites that I run, and we'll see what the loot is after that. do want to make a little note here. I actually, between runs 3 and 4, decided to buy the Imperial Navy X-Ray. And you'll see that the range is 10 kilometers to 13. I found that with these Lancers and some of the other ships that like to orbit at around 11 kilometers, 10 to 11 kilometers, even if you're burning towards them, they move faster than you, and you can't ever catch up. But you can keep them within 9 to 10 kilometers. So it's does a lot more damage than the multi-frequency does because you're within the optimal range, and it's already more damage than standard. So I added that set of crystals to my arsenal. And we are back after 5 runs. It's pretty good. Pretty good little haul. Let's hide the ammo. There we go. 6.6 million. And I did goof. I made a mistake. If we go look at our market transactions, you can see that I also got 88. I also got 88 Triglavian survey databases, which have already sold off for 8.4 million. So that's why the cash looks a little bit better. And in the middle of those runs, like I talked about, I did decide to go ahead and buy those X-rays. I think they just made things a lot more smooth. So let's drag everything back over. It should be there. And we are sitting on 14 million in value with our loot and 3 blueprints. Not that I think we can do anything with these. And we have 10 million ISK in the bank. So nice. We are making progress. We are making progress. Starting on the next episode, we'll go ahead and get some upgrades. But until then, I hope you leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions or ideas on what those last few things on the board should be, please let me know. And I will see you guys later. Fly safe.